I see that red light on. We recording?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's get it. Hey, I got a challenge for you, my boy.
Okay. What's the word?
I'm going to give you a list of teams and 2 different wide receivers on the roster.
Okay.
One of old, one of the present.
Okay.
And what you're going to do, you're just going to have to rank them from best to worst. Or worst to best. Let's go worst to best. So your options are Lions, Megatron and Amon St. Brown. Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr. Vikings, Randy Moss, Justin Jefferson. Cowboys, Michael Irvin, CeeDee Lamb. Steelers, Antonio Brown, George Pickens. And Bengals, Ocho Cinco and Jamar Chase. Worst to best.
Worst.
And none of them suck.
Of all of yeah, that's tough. Worst to best. Worst to best. Okay. So give me man, that's tough. I'm gonna put 5. I'm gonna go.
There's 6 of them.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna go at number 6. I'm gonna take the Steelers.
Same.
Antonio Brown is all-time talent. Amazing. George Pickens is still getting in that groove with his quarterback. So I'm gonna say Steelers 6.
Okay, I agree.
Now this is where it get real tricky. At 5.
Yeah.
At 5, I'm gonna go the Cardinals.
Same.
At 5.
Same.
Only reason I'm gonna go 5 at the Cardinals is because you know me, I've said it plenty of times. I feel like Larry Fitzgerald is in the class of his own. He's like one of the top dogs, period. However, you got a rookie that's not holding his capital just yet.
Right.
So I'm gonna go 5 with the Cardinals. At number 3. Oh, I'm sorry. My count is all off. At number 4.
So we did 6, which was the Steelers.
Yep.
We did 5, which is the Cardinals.
Yep.
So number 4, you going with?
I'm gonna go with. Man, that's tough. I'm gonna say the Bengals with Ocho and Jamar Chase.
What?
I'm gonna go Bengals.
All right.
That's not a like a. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Okay.
Ocho and Jamar Chase. Ocho Cinco is hands down one of my favorite wide
Dog.
receivers. He's a dog, boy, and that his footwork is amazing. Jamar Chase, dog. You already know what you're getting with him. But at number 3, I'm gonna go Megatron and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay.
At number 3, St. Brown has done enough to, pick that duo up. Megatron is Megatron. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm gonna go with Michael Irvin and CeeDee Lamb. And playmaker is he was cold at his time. You know what I mean? Now, would he be the same kind of like cold at this era? I don't know. But he was cold for his time.
Yeah.
And he got rings. So I'm gonna have to default that to him. Because that's a tough list. And number 1, I'm gonna go with Randy Moss and Justin Jefferson. Neither one of them have rings, but Randy Moss to me is number 2 wide receiver. We already know who my number 1 is. But Randy Moss is number 2 to me. Justin Jefferson is just, man, that dude is, when he's done,
one of the greatest.
One of the greatest. Like, for real. One of the greatest, for real. So I'm gonna go with them with number 1.
I felt bad I couldn't slide to you on this list.
Right.
Because he's not like, he's legendary.
Yeah.
But as far as he's literally a 49er, he's literally a Cowboy, he's literally an Eagle, he's literally
you can't really just go one team with him.
I can't do that to him. So my list, I went number 6, I went
Steelers.
I went to Steelers.
Okay.
Number 5, I went to Cardinals. Number 4, I went Cowboys.
I was kind of there too.
Yeah,
I was kind of there
Cowboys.
Too. I only went rings because of Marv.
Yeah.
Michael.
As far as 3, I went Lions. 2, I went Vikings.
Ooh. Okay.
One, I went Bengals.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What?
Bro, Jamar Chase is showing me something right now, dog.
Give me Justin Jefferson over Jamar
I
Chase
get that,
any
but
day.
who is dogging right now?
Justin Jefferson.
What?
I mean, Jamar Chase had his games. Most of his yards come from
We gonna
the
talk
Ravens.
about them games for a long time.
Most of his yards come from one team and
Okay.
playing one team.
Okay.
So give me Justin. 'Cause
Jamar
them
Chase
two-
only been on one team, bro.
Them two dogs. Yeah, Justin Jefferson too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying the two games that he had his most production was against the Ravens
Okay, I got you. I
this
see what
season.
you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what
But
you're
Justin Jefferson, I mean, both of them teammates, well, ex-teammates, and they both
yeah.
dogs, and they battling for sure every single week.
Just remember how good LSU was when all them niggas was there.
With Joe Burrow.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wait.
Ew.
Oh wait.
Let's
You
go
know
ahead and
what?
start the show,
let's
man.
start the show. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, honey, and her my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. High P, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. By me. By me.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Dawg Money Podcast. This is season 3, episode 11. I go by Money Marv, aka the Magnanimous. Sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. And we got Man Drew on the ones and twos.
Hey.
What it do, fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Bless.
Yeah.
Absolutely blessed. It was a good weekend.
Glad to hear it.
Busy weekend, chill weekend at the same time. Friendsgiving. Saw you this weekend.
I did see you this weekend.
I did. It was a good weekend. I enjoyed my time over there at your sister's house.
Little sister vibe, ain't she?
She irks me more than you irk me.
That's why she a vibe.
I love Joy, but
Give her about
she
5
irks-
years. She gonna run this town too, bro.
She irks me more than you irk me.
Yeah. She gonna run this town in 5 months,
know
so
what?
you better
I
get on
mean,
the good side.
Outside of, I'm always on the good side. Outside,
Right.
except when we was playing that game.
What I say, 5 months or 5 years?
5 years.
I'll give her a 5 year plan.
What else went on? Oh, you know what? We had the kids banquet for baseball this weekend, so that was cool. Cameron got the Power Hitter Award, and he also, as a gesture, he wanted to, because this is his last season of Coach Pitch. He actually wanted to do something special for his coaches because he's been with them for a couple of seasons. 3 years technically, but only a couple of seasons out of those each year. What he did was spray painted a ball, right? And then signed the ball for them and put it in a little case. And then gave them, signed a little note for them just saying thank you, you know what I mean, for
That's what's
believing
up.
in them. So I was like, hey man, I told him, I said, this is the beginning. I said, they'll have your first of many autographed balls.
Right. And they can tell
baseballs.
people this the one that never made it over the fence.
And it's the one that matters the most.
Yeah.
Because this your first. You know what I'm saying? That'll be dope if that is what happens for him if he does go on to play MLB and
He'd have to sign it again.
the coaches will be like, hey, I have his first official signed ball. And it was hand painted by him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hand spray painted by him. That'll be cool. You know what I mean? So
You got to give him a certificate of authenticity right now. Then.
yeah. Well, they got pictures. He got pictures.
All right, well, go ahead and
They
get it
got pictures.
certified. That way it's already in there.
Hey, you know what I mean? So, outside of that, how was your weekend, brother?
Man, it was real chill, man. I got to spend some time with the family, kicked it with y'all. Sister had her Friendsgiving event.
Okay.
It was a success.
Absolutely.
I got faded.
Yes.
Had a good time, so shout out to Joy. We love you over here at the Dawg Money Podcast.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Ryan too and thank you for opening up your home to us and thank you for the party
brother.
favors.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Party favors on deck.
On
You know
deck.
what I'm saying? Party favors on deck. Outside of that, man, do you want to go ahead and get started? I'll let you, go ahead and give us the injury update.
I don't want to.
You
but
got
guess
to.
what?
You got it.
This week, it wasn't that many injuries like we've been seeing in previous weeks, but you still got some big names out there. Linebacker for the Lions, devastating blow.
Yeah.
Because this dude finna be out for 6 to 8 weeks. He goes by the name of Alex Anzalone. Daniel Jones, I don't think he was injured, but I know his confidence is broken.
He injured.
Yeah, he injured. His feelings hurt.
Yeah.
We'll get into that a little later on in this episode. Brock Purdy went down with a shoulder injury. I guess he's still day-to-day with shoulder soreness. And then we also had Gabe Davis who went out with a knee injury. He just got put on injured reserve today. Today is Tuesday. That sucks. Very unfortunate for the Jags, man.
I mean, they've had an unfortunate season, period.
Yeah.
So, from Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby.
I really did expect way
way
more
more
out of them this year. But
yeah. It's really,
it be like that.
I think that's the surprise this season is like they didn't show up at all.
But like the sad part about it is we have to look at them under the same eyes as the Bengals.
Yeah.
So unfortunate, bro.
They didn't. I don't know, man. You always expect the Bengals to start off 0-4 or 0-3 and then turn it on.
It's
ain't
not
no turn on.
Ain't no turn on switch no more, bro. The power out.
And we're
gonna get there too.
We're gonna get there.
Still, well, that's our injuries.
That's our injuries for the week.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we cover.
All right, well, let's go ahead to the bum of the week.
All right, well, let's go ahead and circle back. No, we'll give him a pass. I got another bum for the week. And it's not just a single person. It's a collective. I'm giving this one to the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons, here is your
bum of the week.
Capital B. Served on a big platter. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my
no
God,
touchdowns?
bro. None. All that offensive power that y'all got over there, and y'all couldn't even put up a fight.
38-6?
Come on, brother.
To the Broncos.
No discredit to the Broncos and what they doing over there.
Yeah, no.
But you couldn't put up a fight.
You allowed
that offense.
Bo Nix.
Like, I have to go back and look at this defense to like really see how good these niggas are, because that was insane.
The defense
we know the defense is good, but
however,
locked down like that,
man,
that's a high-powered offense that you got in
Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
Like, these niggas are all making a name for themselves right now. Like, that's a good-ass offense. And they shut y'all down like that?
Bo Nix, 4 touchdowns, 307 yards, 28 for 33.
And that's the sad part. He couldn't even make Dog of the Week.
That's wild.
That's his honorable mention. Shout out to Bo Nix, though. Let's give him his credit.
Shout out to Bo Nix. Bum of the week, Atlanta Falcons. You're terrible at that. I don't know what that was, but that's not winning football.
And it was the worst time too.
It was the worst. It was literally the worst time.
I took him on the money.
Yeah, I didn't touch that.
Bro, oh my God.
I didn't touch that game.
Ruined the 7-leg by itself.
You looked at that and was like...
Bro, I get through the 10 o'clock games. I'm like, oh, we good.
You probably looked at the second quarter.
Second quarter, I knew what time it was.
It's 21-6.
Because they couldn't move the ball, like,
at all.
Let alone scoring. These niggas couldn't move the ball
at all. Yeah.
I said, oh no, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
Because you could tell that they're giving it everything giving you the best that I got. They was doing that and was getting shut down. It sucked to watch my money go down the drain like that. Luckily, I bet on everything else on that ticket for some reason. I just straight bet everything.
I mean,
so I'm good.
That's smart.
I'm pissed that I didn't hit the 7-leg though. Ooh, I was pissed.
It's always that one team, right?
It's the one.
Now, Dog of the Week. You want to get at who is your honorable mention first?
Well, first it's going to have to be Bo Nix. I'm sorry we don't have his stats in front of y'all.
Oh, I just said it for him.
Okay,
no worries.
Good, appreciate that.
307.
I'm going to have to give one more person honorable mention because I'm very, very critical of his play. And that's going to have to go to Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
The boy had a good game.
I think every time you talk bad about him, he just shows back up.
Well, maybe I should talk shit about him.
You got to talk bad about him
every week.
Every week.
Every week. He had a great game, dog.
Hey.
He went 20 for 30 on 272 yards passing.
Man.
He threw for 1 passing touchdown, but he rushed for 2.
Yes.
10 rushes for 32 yards. He fumbled twice and lost it one time, but that's a great game for somebody who's coming back from what he's coming back from.
A great game, and I mean, outside of the great accolades, only thing he got to do is learn how to control that ball, man. Keep a hold of that ball. Can't be fumbling. That could have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
But the Jets, y'all might as well get my bum of the week too. But we ain't gonna go too far into that because they've been the bum of the week for a while.
Yeah, I didn't expect much, but they still have a formidable defense.
That game.
True. They still got a formidable defense.
Yes.
So for him to do this against that defense, I'll say, yeah, that's impressive. Dog.
Yeah, impressive. Absolutely.
Granted, he threw for 272. That's great. I still want to see him develop as a passer, and that's the only way that it's going to take time. But they don't have nobody over there to show him.
Yeah.
So he has to go above and beyond in the offseason to get better, man, because he's not going to get the development in Indianapolis.
I mean, granted,
right now.
Joe Flacco, I think, will be good for him as far as in practice and teaching him how to be a professional.
That's only so much.
But you can only go so far with that, too, because Joe Flacco he's now at the end of his career for sure.
Yeah.
Last year, he had that resurgence off of the couch. You know what I mean? But he's definitely playing that as a 40-year-old. You know what I mean? So for him he can teach him the ins and outs of how to be professional, how to be a professional quarterback and try to win a championship because he helped a team do that. But, it's very limited for him.
Yeah, I think it's nothing that he can assist with his skill set.
No.
But as far as being a professional quarterback,
yeah,
he can show him the ropes, but he got to be willing to watch and take heed to what he's seeing. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But
dog.
With that being said, we're giving the dog of the week to Jared Goff.
Now everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking hands up.
Okay.
Jared Goff went 24 on 29 passing, 4 passing touchdowns, 412 in the air, 0 interceptions this week after throwing 5. The boy was missing his tight end. Sam Laporta was out.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Hey.
Didn't matter. Shout out to Jared Goff. Give him a round of applause.
Hey, let's go.
Go get Detroit a Super Bowl, man.
Detroit. I saw a GIF on the internet or just a video they brought back up. Remember the Titans. Remember when the coach was like,
I sent that
I don't want you. Did you send that to me?
I just sent it to
you. Better not give them.
They gonna remember.
52.
Then they have to cut the Titans part out.
52 to 6, bro.
Went nuts.
You know what? Normally, when you see minus 14 on an NFL part on just a sheet,
you buy it down. You don't play around with that 14.
You don't play with the 14 because it's
disrespectful
when it comes to the NFL. Like 14 is college.
What did you buy it
you
down to?
might as well be like, I didn't touch it.
I bought it to 9.5.
That 14 scared me. I did not touch it because I said, there's 2 things that can happen. This could be one of them games where that 14 is just too much.
It's a trapper.
It's a trapper. I gotta read that back. It's a trapper. That 14 could have been that. Or the Lions is just gonna go smack.
Yeah, and they smacked. You could have laid your house on that 14,
bro,
and went to sleep comfortably.
Went to sleep, woke up.
Where's my money?
Give me my money. Give me my money.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
That is wild, bro.
I am loving what I'm seeing out of the Lions right now.
Hey,
that is some fun football to have right there.
I love the mentality because it's like, I'm not giving you nothing.
No.
Like, I'm not even giving you an inkling of hope. Like, I want to.
That reminds me of college football,
like,
what it used to be.
That's what it used to be. Like, there is no.
I'm done with this conservative shit. I need another point.
There is
drive
no
it.
chance.
There's 3 minutes on the clock, and you just want to kill it because you up. No, get a field goal out of there.
There's no chance.
Dan Campbell gonna get you that extra point.
He gonna get you that extra point because he ain't stopping, bro.
I'm about 26. Let's go for 2.
I'm up by 26. Man, we throwing again. Throw the
If you
ball.
catch the pick, you run it back.
Don't you get down.
That's a Cardinal sin, and Pop Warner don't do that.
Man, there is no mercy rule with them fools, and I love it.
I had one of
because
those coaches when we
set the tone.
when we were in the mercy rule. Score. I'll sit out. I'll sit out. I'll watch from the stands.
Score every time. I don't care. Hey, that right there is something different. That right there is something different.
And that was only when you pissed him off, though.
Hey,
He was really cool, calm, and collected, but if you pissed him off before the game, run it up.
I don't even care. I don't even care. But
Shout out to Coach
shout out to the Detroit Lions, man. They out there playing some impressive football right now. We're gonna go before we get into the main topic. Just want to highlight a few thoughts from the weekend. So far, the Jets have fired GM Joe Douglas. I think this is well deserved and well overdue. Number one, so Phil Savage will be his intern as a replacement, and then Daniel
Keep in
Jones.
mind, he came from Cleveland.
How did, you know what? You know what's crazy? Until you just said that, I did not know that.
Yeah, he came from Cleveland, dog.
Why would you put your stock? What?
That's why the fans are screaming out, sell the team last week.
What?
Yeah, sell the team.
Sell the team. I'm agreeing with. Why would you bring? How do you? What?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
it's a real shit show going out there. It's going on in New York right now. Both teams.
New York is just in flux.
Buffalo is just like, man.
Buffalo is they not in New York. They in they're like, we're Buffalo.
Yeah, we're Buffalo.
We're above
We're the
you.
51st state.
We're above you. But
We're more closer to Canada than America.
I mean, you got them. You got Daniel Jones moving, the other New York team moving from first
To
the
third.
starting quarterback to the third string.
So don't even put your shoulder pads on, son.
Bro, just put that help. Just put the. You
Here,
know what?
take this
I don't
clipboard.
even think I would have him hold the clipboard and have the mic on his ear. Don't give none of that advice, because what you doing shouldn't even. No, can't nobody learn from that.
I want to know what was the last straw. Like something had to have been said for them to say, okay, you know what?
was the last straw? Brian Daboll. They are. This is what I can imagine happening.
Mm-hmm.
They going into the owners go in.
Because mind
to
you, this
Brian
happened all
Daboll's
over our bye
offense
week.
and says, if you don't bench him,
I'll walk.
you're fired. Like, there is no way that this man should have even had the contract that he got that they can still get out of, like I said last week, this offseason. It'll be a little bit of penny to them, but why not? You already playing right now for a top pick.
Right.
You got your pick of the litter at quarterback. So at this point, you might as well
There's
see
some solid quarterbacks
you-
going into the draft this year, too.
Absolutely. You might as well see what Tommy DeVito gonna do, and you might as well see what Drew Lock, a young guy,
Bro,
gonna do. And
Drew
just
Lock
let
should
them,
still be on the fucking field.
yeah. You might as well let them.
I'm not saying he's the greatest, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There's 34. It's not 30. What is it? 32 teams in the league.
Yeah,
It's not 32 starters better than him.
yeah. Daniel Jones could have been sitting for him. That's 32. That's your 32nd right there.
Nah, bro,
Put him,
there was
move him in
another
the
one.
spot.
There was
move him
another
out.
one.
Move him in the spot. Move him out. Who else? Who else you thinking?
Bryce.
Nah, I just think Bryce is.
It's too early to say Bryce is better than what Drew Lock has been in this league.
I just think Bryce is.
Bro, I'm saying this on the platform because I mean that. Drew Lock had some good years, bro.
Yeah,
Bryce hasn't had one yet.
you're right. But Bryce Young went into a bad situation. I hope
And-
no
and not at his
quarterback-
fault.
Not at his fault. I
Yeah.
hope nobody, like, no quarterback should want to go into that Carolina situation for
No,
years, though.
no.
It's been for years. Like, that
CJ
organization.
Stroud got so lucky, boy.
Man, that organization has been bad.
Jaden Daniels got
for
so lucky,
years.
boy. That first overall pick ain't as bright as it seemed, bro.
Man, you
I feel
stretch-
bad for Caleb right now because it's not your fault, bro.
I mean,
It's not your fault.
it's not your fault, bro. You went to an organization that's just.
Not prepared to have somebody of your caliber.
Exactly. No leader, no true leadership. I mean, they wanted, speaking of the Bears, they wanted the coach out of there Last year.
No,
You
2
know what
years
I'm saying?
ago.
2 years ago. So why
And
would you
instead,
keep
they got
him
rid of
there
everybody else.
and keep going?
Yeah, he got to go, fam.
Outside of that, man, you know, any takeaways from this weekend's games?
You know what? The first thing that came to mind was
You keep going. I gotta go have a potty break. Back to you, Bob.
that's insane.
I'll be right back.
And the nigga expect me to keep going for real.
You gotta keep going, bro. Tell
Hey
people.
y'all, I'm just sitting here chilling, waiting on Chubbs. He had to tinkle.
Sorry.
I'm glad you didn't piss
Sorry.
yourself.
I almost pissed myself.
Did we wash our hands, class?
Yeah. Absolutely. Any takeaways from this weekend's game?
You know what? I just thought it was amazing how the Pittsburgh Steelers went out there and won that game with 4 field goals.
This is not the first.
4 field goals.
I think the last time they won like that was 5 field goals or 6.
So I'm gonna ask you a question that I heard somebody else ask. And I didn't think it was a wrong answer. Like, I heard both sides. Do you think that the Steelers are really top dog in the AFC right now with the way that they're playing, the way that they're coached, regardless of the numbers? Just it's about matchups. We know that. Do you think the Steelers can be considered top dog in the AFC today?
In the AFC as a whole.
Yes. That includes Buffalo.
yeah,
that includes Kansas City.
yeah.
That includes Baltimore.
I'm going to say no. Right?
Why?
I'm going to say no. The reason why I'll say no is, number one, their coaching is always on point, bro. Like, Mike Tomlin has not had a losing season yet. And this season won't be any different. Now, when it comes to, you're talking about top dogs of the AFC as a whole, will I put them at the number one spot? I would say no, only because I'll probably slide them second. You know, although Kansas City just lost.
The question was top dog, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would put them second because I feel like although Kansas City just lost to Buffalo, who I would probably put Buffalo still third. I guess I'm still not giving them enough respect right now. But Kansas City, you know, for so many weeks was pretty much like the Steelers, finding a way to just win.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when it comes down to it, if you're talking about a healthy Kansas City or a healthy Bills or a healthy, you know, who else? Who else do you have in the AFC that you might put up at that level?
We'll have to say Steelers. We'll have to say Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. You have to throw the Bengals out there because they can just fuck up everything, but I don't see them really moving that far.
Yeah.
But they still, like, a good game from the Bengals is a scary night for anybody.
I mean, at this point, you got the Chargers who are 7-3, bro. Like, and
Insane.
they're quietly
Quietly 7-3.
7-3. They
Running the
had
ball down
no
throats.
expectation, and they're passing. That's crazy. But I would say no. I don't see them as top dogs of the AFC. I would still put that in at the helm of the Chiefs right now for that distinction. Steelers obviously got the Ravens number though. Like,
even for some reason, and like I know I'm gonna get killed for saying this.
We always getting killed for saying
It
something
don't
crazy.
even matter. But that's how I feel, bro. I
Yeah.
feel like if you match up the Steelers with the Chiefs today, Steelers are gonna give them that work, bro.
I don't think they win, but I
I
definitely
think they can win. I'm
I
not
think
saying
they
they
can win.
I'm not saying they cannot.
I don't think they
It's
will
gonna-
win, but
it's
can
gonna
they win?
take-
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think all they was really missing was a quarterback. Granted, they just won a game without scoring a touchdown. That defense is so good, bro.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Yeah.
They're so greedy.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this is the steel curtain 2024 for real.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
I agree.
And that's all you need to be a great team, bro. I watched the Baltimore Ravens win the Super Bowl. They didn't score a touchdown on offense for 2 months.
Because they didn't need to.
And won the Super Bowl.
Because they didn't need to.
Yeah, hey, line them up.
They didn't.
Line them up.
they
We're going
didn't-
to leave them at the line of scrimmage,
They
bro.
didn't need to.
I love this defense that they got in Pittsburgh, bro. And that's why I think they really are a great team. Because they also got a quarterback that's not going to give the game away.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the quarterback they've been needing since Ben Roethlisberger's been gone. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So Russell Wilson found himself in a great position.
A great position.
Got a coach that actually believes in him. Has a team that actually believes in him. And he's making them all believers in his play.
Bro, and you know what the best part
his
is?
professionalism.
They making him play for peanuts.
For peanuts, bro. Well, technically, they're not making him pay for peanuts. What they're doing is making the Broncos still pay.
What is Pittsburgh paying him?
Nothing.
Peanuts.
But hey, Pittsburgh got the best deal right now.
Yeah.
You got a Super Bowl quarterback.
Bro, that's how you run a team.
You got a Super Bowl.
Jerry Jones, if you want to
winning
be a real
quarterback.
GM for the rest of your life, you need to go pick their brain in Pittsburgh.
You got a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and your team, your organization is paying, I think, $1.2 million.
Bro, they pulled a
and
Donald Trump.
Letting the Broncos pay the rest.
They built a wall and made the Mexicans pay for it.
No, hey.
That's the best analogy. That's what they did.
That is exactly what they did.
Your new president didn't do it.
That is exactly what they did.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
That is exactly what
so,
they did.
hey, Pittsburgh get a lot of respect from me right now, man.
Yeah.
Even though
absolutely.
Baltimore is my favorite AFC team, Pittsburgh get a lot of respect out of me right now.
they've been getting respect out of me. That week, I think last week when we discussed that game, I'll have to go back because I can't recall. I do recall. I did say I felt like it was a 5-point game.
Mm-hmm.
I had it swinging the other way to the Ravens.
Yeah.
It was a 5-point game, but it was the Steelers. Either way, I knew it was going to be an under game because that's what they do. But
How many games have you seen in your life where the team
a kicker,
got outscored by touchdowns and they still lost? Or they still won the game after being outscored in touchdowns?
you don't see that.
You don't see that too many times.
You don't see that.
That's how you know you got a great fucking defense.
Hey, the defense matters, especially
defense
at this
matters,
time of the year.
Defense win championships.
Speaking of, we'll roll over into this game of the week's this week's game of the week, Thursday. Fresh off the docket, you got the Steelers at the Browns. Right now, the line is sitting at -2.5 for the Steelers, and the total over under 36.5. Sunday, you have the Titans at the Texans. Right now, the line is sitting at Texans -8. Total 4.5. I'm sorry, 41.5 as the total. For Sunday as well, you have the Cardinals at the Seahawks, which is a big game because this is tops of the division game. Seahawks currently sitting at -1, 47.5 total over under. And then you have the Eagles at the Rams, and that is Eagles -3, 49.5. Oh, not to mention, as a bonus, we'll throw in that Monday, Ravens at Chargers.
The Harbaugh Bowl.
Yeah, the brothers-in-law, not the real brothers.
That's great.
-3 Ravens, 50.5 is the total over under. We're going to go through first with the Steelers at the Browns. We've already talked about the Steelers. We already talked about their great defense. We've already talked about Russell Wilson's play. What are you expecting from this game against the Browns?
I expect a low-scoring game,
Okay.
but I do expect a Steelers victory.
Okay.
If I can throw out any prop, I'm gonna go out there and say Najee Harris, anytime touchdown.
I think theirs should be up, so I'm going to check it out for you really quick. You said Najee Harris anytime touchdown?
Yeah.
So a Najee Harris anytime touchdown right now is currently sitting at +105. And this is on FanDuel. So that's not bad. That's plus money right there.
What's the yards on Pickens?
So for Pickens, receiving yards, right now you have that sitting at 56.5. He can get that in one catch, bro.
Yeah, and what about
like
his,
literally
what
in
about
one catch.
receptions? Because I like that over too.
Receptions for him, you have his reception sitting at 4.5, and
Yeah.
that is +118.
Had you said 6 or something, I was like, I don't know. But the 4, I like 4.5. I like it.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I like the over on his receptions. I also like the over on his receiving yards
Okay.
for George Pickens.
Russell Wilson, 172.5 as a passing yards, and
That's
you got
the tricky
Jameis
part.
Wilson at 212.5. So you said you see the Steelers winning this game. Is it going to be a close game? You said a low-scoring game. What's your thoughts?
What's the numbers on Russell again?
172.5.
That's tricky, bro, because he can easily do that and still have a low-scoring game. He could throw for 2 something, have a low-scoring game.
Yes.
I expect him to eat up a lot of clock, but I can still see him throwing for $180, bro.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to over on that too.
Okay. Now, my thoughts on this particular game, just because, again, it is a division rival. We're talking about a short week here. So, on their end, that's actually kind of beneficial. And just to speak to Russell Wilson, there has not been a game this season yet that he has played that he has not went over 195. So, yeah.
Bet.
I personally see that this game goes over 36.5. I feel like off of a short week, and it says Jameis Winston, he could do Jameis Winston type of things. He could surprise you. You know what I'm saying? 212.5 yards. I can see him doing that. Mm-hmm. I can see Russell Wilson doing that, 172.5. I feel like if there's a week that the Steelers' defense is a little bit lax, it'll be this week. Do I see them losing the game? No. However, I do see this game going over that 36.5, and I'm gonna say because right now it's at -3.5, right? Mm-hmm. For the Steelers, did we have down 2.5?
Oh no, 2.5.
It's moved up to 3.5
already.
Yep.
And I still like it.
So I'll take the Browns plus 3.5. However, I'm not that confident on that pick. So give me the over. I do like the over 36.5.
Either way, I'm buying it back to 2.5.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I do agree with you on that George Pickens, that 56.5. Literally, George Pickens can do that in one catch. Yeah. Right? So I like that 56.5.
If he covered the receptions, he's covering the yards for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that 4.5 is at plus 118 right now.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
It's a lot of good money out there.
They expecting some good defense to come from both sides.
They are. So
for that to be plus money.
Yes,
I see it happening anyway.
So I'm expecting the public to be all on the low scoring and all that.
I'm praying that the public is all on the Browns after how they did the Ravens.
Hey.
Well, I'm hoping that's what America thinking.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. However, we'll move over into the next game of that week, and this is Sunday. Titans at Texans. So you basically have a franchise of a franchise, in a sense.
Basically, that's crazy.
A franchise of a franchise.
The Oiler Bowl.
The Oiler Bowl. -8 for the Texans. 41.5 on a total. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't know. I think that 8 kind of disrespectful.
I think the 8 is a little bit much.
Yeah, and I hate to lay money on the Titans, bro, but I hate to lay money on either one of these teams right now because they've both been stabbing me in the back, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think the safest bet would probably have to be the Titans plus 8. Mm-hmm. But this is definitely one of those games where you want to get on the props. I wouldn't be so hesitant to jump right back on the Joe Mixon board right now because the Titans do have a good run offense.
Yes.
I still expect him to possibly get in the end zone.
Okay.
But I don't think he's finna go nuts like how he went on Dallas. So.
No. Not 3 touchdowns.
Nah. This might be a good time to pull a trigger on a passing touchdown prop on CJ over 1.5.
Okay.
He got Nico back.
Yes.
Tank is back. Who else is back? Schultz had a good game last week.
Yep.
So they're gonna force CJ to air it out. I just don't see that 8 being something that's gonna be easy for them to cover. So.
In some books, it's went up already to 8.5.
Yeah. See.
So for me,
and normally that means take it.
Right. On my end, I just feel like personally, the Titans. I feel like you said, the defense is decent enough to where they can cover that 8.5. Mm-hmm. I do see this being more so like a 7-point game, if anything. The Texans are still trying to get back healthy at this moment. A great game for them off the board against us. You know what I mean? Against the Cowboys. That was something that they needed. However, that was just something that they needed on the standings. You know what I'm saying? Was it unexpected on our end? No,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So you can't expect to play the same kind of team when you go and you playing against a team that, you know, you're a team of a team.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I like that plus 8.5. If you can get it at 8.5, I'll take it at 8.5 personally.
Yeah.
Now that 41.5 over under, I'm not really sure of. However, if there was a player prop out right now that I'll be looking at, is Nico Collins. You know what I mean? Nico Collins is like almost surefire. He definitely could have went over 100. You seen that first play that he made?
That was the last
77-yard
play I watched.
touchdown. Yeah, me too.
Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I watched a couple plays after that.
I stopped watching
when
after
they
that.
fake punt, when the Cowboys did a fake punt, I was done.
I actually stopped watching after that first play. Like, literally.
You already knew what time it
Like,
was.
bro, I said 77 yards, basically untouched. And, it got called back. No, I take that back. I stopped watching after Joe Mixon ran for 46 on that same series.
Oh, you was watching the game.
I said, you know what? What y'all want to watch? Y'all want to watch a Christmas movie, kids? Because this ain't it.
I knew better.
So, yeah, that was it for me. As far as the next game, we have the Cardinals at the Seahawks. Seahawks getting that hometown love at -1. It's 47.5. What are you seeing from this game?
I don't know,
Tops
bro.
of the division. This is one of those games that you have to win.
If it was in Arizona, I would go Cardinals.
Okay.
But I just feel like the fans already know what type of game this is, and they finna be so rowdy in that stadium.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Home field advantage, home field cooking. Oh, yeah. Give me the Seahawks in this one.
Not so fast. What did he say? Not so fast. I'm a roll with the Cardinals on this one, man. That -1 is one tricky number that you always have, and
It'll be
you
a
kind of
pick.
hate to see.
It'll be a pick
It'll
come
definitely
Sunday.
be a pick. Off of a bye week, the Cardinals had a chance to kind of get it together. You know, I think they're going to figure out ways to make sure that Marvin Harrison Jr. get the ball and actually can be effective. However, I don't feel like this game will come down to the pass game being so much of an emphasis on who determines the win.
I agree.
I feel like this will come down to the run game. You got Kenneth Walker on one side and James Conner on the other. And I think that James Conner, he got that dog in him. He been had that dog in him.
I think they both get in the end
And
zone.
I think they both get in the end zone. Absolutely. I feel like this feels like one of those games that the Cardinals have the ball last and James Conner just runs it in, and there you have it.
Right.
You know what I mean? This will be a close game. -1 is hard to predict because it's at a pick at that point. You might as well just take a teaser on that point and just keep it pushing. But I'm going to roll with the Cardinals. I don't really care for the over-under at all. You know what I mean? I just don't know because it's sitting at 41.5. That has the 47.5. That has the potential to go over, and then that has the potential to sit at 46.
Personally, I think it's going to fly.
You think it's gonna fly?
I think so.
Oh man. Okay. I'm excited. Let's see what that game brings
Better
us.
fly. I'm starting DK Metcalf.
You starting DK. I got Kyler Murray, so I need him to do something. Eagles at the Rams. Eagles -3.
Manager to the left.
They traveling all the way to LA. 49.5. Let's start with the over-under. Do you see that happening?
I don't know, man. I can.
You can.
I'm not touching it. I absolutely can, but will I bet on it? I don't know.
Right.
You might have to check with me on Sunday night.
Okay. I feel that. Now,
I'm
-3.
scared to touch it on Tuesday.
Now
Pause.
-3. What's your Yeah, that was wild. What's your three? What's your pick on that particular?
Give me the Eagles -3.
Eagles -3?
Yeah. Right now, the Eagles are definitely. I know I gave them some shit last week. However, they played a great game against the Commanders.
Yeah.
I need to put a little bit more respect on that defense,
Some books have it down on 2.5, by the way.
and I still like that too.
Okay.
I do like the Eagles in this ball game, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. My pick to get in the end zone this week, my first pick is going to be Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
On the Rams side, I'll probably go Kyron Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but I just feel like at the end of the game, I don't think the Rams got enough to keep up with them unless they're out, like, blowing them out. So, they have the opportunity to blow them out. They got to do it early because Philly don't get cooked until halftime.
Yeah.
So, that's my thoughts on that game.
This particular game is one of those iffy games. I think we might be on. I don't know, man. The Eagles absolutely have the ability to cover that 3, and it seems like they're
I forgot
slowly.
to point out one thing.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
If it comes down to coaching, I'm giving it to the Rams.
Yeah,
I meant to say that.
I'm glad you. I'm glad you said that.
Sirianni is a dumbass.
I'm glad you said that because that's kind of where I was going, man. The Eagles have the ability to cover that 2.5 easy on the 3 to me. However, I do feel like this will come down to coaching. You have Puka Nacua who is cooking. You got Cooper Kupp who is cooking.
Yeah.
So that offense is doing
Healthy cooking.
doing exactly what they want to do on that side of the ball. That defense still makes plays. They might not make the plays that they used to, and they don't have the big names that they used to having. However, I feel like this game will come down to 2 points, man. I would take I'm gonna take the Rams at home plus 2.5. You know what I mean? I think that's.
You don't think they'll just win it outright?
No, they could. I think they absolutely could at home. However, I feel like the 40. I'm sorry, not the 49ers. I just scrolled past them. The Eagles. I feel like they're starting to finally click. You know what I mean? They're getting it together, and because of that, I think this is one of those games that it comes down to who has the last. Who has the last? Oh, it's all good. We got it.
Damn.
Now, last game on the docket, Monday. You got the Ravens at the Chargers. You got the Harbaugh Bowl, 2024. Ravens -3 currently, and let me make sure that has not moved on certain books. Right now, it's still -3 Ravens. So you have the Ravens traveling. Big brother traveling to see little brother.
Right.
In LA. Currently, right now, that total is 50.5. What do you see from this game?
I'm finna go with a low scoring game.
Okay.
What's the total again?
49.5.
I feel like it just hitting like
48.
Yeah, bro.
Right under?
I'm gonna say low scoring game as far as like we're not gonna see a lot of excitement in the beginning. Let me
Okay.
say that.
Okay.
So I stand corrected.
So you see it more so like a low scoring first half.
A low scoring first half for
Okay.
sure. But it's gonna be a lot of running in this ball game. You got J.K. Dobbins running for his life, bro, and balling right now.
Hey,
You got
and
Derrick
that's a storyline that I forgot that's there.
Yeah,
you
he
gotta
used
go
to be in
play
Baltimore.
You got to go play his
He
team.
he could never stay healthy in Baltimore.
Couldn't
That
stay
nigga
healthy.
running for his life right now, bro.
Man.
Don't forget, bro. At the beginning of the season, he led the NFL in rushing for like the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Derrick Henry, when they give him the ball, he do his thing.
Yes.
If they don't give him the ball, it's going to be a problem
Yes.
until the fourth quarter because obviously they collapse.
Yes.
They are a collapsing ass team in the second half, and I don't know if that's on coaching or if it's just a Justin Herbert curse
Man.
because he is good for giving up a 20-something point lead
Man.
in the second half.
He gotta figure it
Luckily,
out.
he got that touchdown because ain't nobody backing up Joe Burrow in Cincinnati right now
Man. Not at all. So
except Jamar Chase.
you like in -3 Ravens
Right
plus
now.
3 Chargers?
Today I do.
Okay.
Today I do.
So you like the under, and you like right now today you like the Ravens.
Yes.
-3.
Yes.
Now, who do you see going off in this game?
You know what? Oh boy from TCU.
Quentin Johnson.
I can see him having a good game.
Okay. Okay.
He had a good first half versus the Bengals.
Okay. Quentin Johnston.
I can see him having a good game. I don't see him being that dog in the game though. They're gonna give the dog to the quarterbacks
Okay.
unless Derrick Henry just have a hell of a day, which I'm hoping for because It's elimination week next week. I need
You need him.
I need him to get to it.
you need a Derrick
Bro,
Henry.
I only
week.
put up 126 after putting up 160 and 150 in the past couple weeks.
Who was the lowest?
DeMario,
Ooh.
nigga ain't even crack 100.
Oh, it's finally his time.
Yes, it might
It's finally his time.
It might be.
Out of that game, man, as of today, I like the 3 for the Ravens. 49.5.
And I think that's only out of love if we keeping it real.
49.5. I'm gonna say the over, bro. I don't know why. I'm gonna just go with it. I'm gonna just say the over, but I'm gonna say the -3 Ravens. I think this will be a good game. This is one of those games where it's gonna be like a duel match between two brothers. Like they really just gonna go at it, very much like they did Super Bowl.
Right.
So
One of the greatest Super Bowls, by the way.
yeah, absolutely.
When that lights went off, it was a whole
It
different
was
ball
a
game.
different ball game, bro. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the guy that I take every week. Last week he did not do what he needed to do for me. However, I still, it is what it is.
What's the numbers this week?
For Lamar Jackson?
Yeah.
Last week it was at 242.
Yeah.
I think this week it'll go down. I think they're gonna expect.
Oh, it's not up yet.
No, it's not up just yet. I can see it being at about 229 for his passing yards. Personally, give it to me. I think this is one of those games where
He can't not get it 2 weeks in a row.
I think Jim is going to very much so be like, hey, as knowing Jim, he's a defensive-minded guy, right? How do I want to beat this team? The only way that I can truly try to beat this team is I stop the run. I stop Lamar Jackson as much as I can from breaking out these long runs. I stop Derrick Henry from actually trying to go for 100. Is it going to happen? Probably not.
Here's the thing.
However,
they gotta devote so much to the box.
exactly. And this is
that
and
to
this,
happen, yeah.
and this is why I say he's a defensive guy. He's a defensive coach. Generally, most defensive coaches like that love good defense. I'm gonna try to stop the run first. Like if my defensive backs can do enough, which they have a really good set of defensive backs in LA for the Chargers, they could probably stop a couple of deep balls. However, there's also guys on that end that can go crazy. So I'm going to say Lamar goes over his number. And this week I think it's a Rashad Bateman week.
Okay, I was about to ask, who do you think needs to have a good game? Both sides for each team to be successful. Let's start with the Chargers.
With the Chargers,
Who needs to have a good game?
with the Chargers,
Excluding the quarterbacks.
excluding the quarterbacks. Yeah. Okay. So with the Chargers, I feel like on the offensive side of the ball, because that's going to determine the game to me, J.K. Dobbins is going to have a good game.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to put the everything on Justin Herbert. His decision making is not always there just yet. So I think just J.K. Dobbins is going to have a good game. He's going to have to at least go for 70.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Since you went offense for the Chargers, I'm going to go defense for the Chargers. I
Okay.
think Darwin James
Yes.
needs to have a smart game.
Yes. A very smart game.
I need you to tackle the right way.
The right way.
I need you
Not
to
instincts.
I need you to follow your keys.
Yes.
And stop playing street ball, nigga. Seriously, because
This ain't no hit stick, bro.
This ain't the game where you want to make those mental mistakes and get those dumb penalties.
Yeah, because if he does
if anybody in the
they're
league
gone.
takes advantage of dumb penalties at the wrong time, it's the Baltimore Ravens.
and you put him in the red zone, it's
Come
a
on,
wrap,
come
bro.
on, son.
Forget it.
So now I pose the same question
Mm-hmm.
for Baltimore. Who needs to have a good game? You pick a side.
I'm gonna go offense again.
Okay.
I feel like Lamar Jackson has to have a great game passing, which is going to require his wide receivers
Okay.
to actually have an efficient game.
Who they play? The Chargers?
Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have to have an efficient game because, like I said, I feel like what Jim Harbaugh is going to do is say, hey, beat me with your pass game. Period. I mean, Zay Flowers is some timing. Rashad Bateman is sometimey. Mark Andrews is almost always clutch. Beat me with your pass game.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So,
I'm gonna have to go with the pass rush as a collective.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Get to Joe Burrow, bro. You can obviously see, bro, he get out there, when he get to seeing ghosts, that's what he see.
Yeah.
So if you can get to him.
Joe Burrow? You mean Justin Herbert?
Did I say Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
I meant Justin Herbert.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, stop feeding me this stuff. Yeah, man, but that pass rush got to have a greedy game this week.
Yes, on both sides. That's crazy. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
I'm actually excited to watch that motherfucker, to be real, bro.
I don't know if I really care for an anytime touchdown
Forgetting
today.
God.
I don't care for an anytime touchdown today.
I don't either.
I don't really have it in me.
However, if I had to pick,
if you had to pick,
I'm going to go Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
That'd be my pick for the week.
All right, cool. If I had to pick, Rashad Bateman.
Pick one more.
Just came to my head.
Pick
Rashad
one
Bateman. One more. You give me your one more.
Kenny Walker.
Kenny Walker. That is pretty clutch. I feel like that is almost truly automatic. One more. Jeez, bro. Let's see. Who plays? Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson.
City boy.
Yes.
All right, let's get it.
Ramondre Stevenson.
And they have who this week?
They are playing the Dolphins.
Oh, yeah. I can see them getting in there a couple times.
Yeah, Ramondre Stevenson.
Yeah, let's hope that he get at least two of them.
Hey, you got him on your team?
No. No.
Okay.
Look at me again.
Yeah.
No.
Ramondre. I'm gonna roll Ramondre.
That's good.
Might need to put that down. We already know what Mandrew picks.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Every week.
Every week. every week. Outside of that, man, do you got anything for the people?
Nothing, man. Same thing I have every week, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend,
tell 10,
to tell 20, that we out here getting
this
that
dog
money.
Did you smell that grass? Hey, make sure you subscribe. We got 98 YouTube subscribers now, man. We getting there.
I was gonna stay quiet till we cracked 100.
Nah, we getting there, man.
We so close.
We getting there, man. Keep subscribing.
So by the time this plays,
I'm hoping that
we gonna
got
crack the 100.
Hey,
I'm bringing the champagne.
Then we got. Hey, that's a big feat, man.
I'm bringing the champagne.
We doing it all, brother. Hey, thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for rocking. Love y'all. Stay up.
And see y'all next week.
Next week. Peace.
Peace. Oh, the engineer must have went on the bathroom break too. I'll walk over here and hit stop record. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. I'm gonna just sit here and just, give us credit scene.